All righty, we are live. We are live. SoleFood SneakerTalk, episode 21. We got a little bit of a potluck situation going on today. We was going to do a top five, but we didn't want to step on any toes per se. You know what I'm saying? That was what we was originally going to talk about today. OG Sneakers will be with us shortly. If you don't see the OG right there on the bottom right-hand corners, because he's not there right now, just give him a quick second. We're going to have him on. But let's introduce who is present, and that's the main man, the one with many AK, the originator of the AKAs. And I'm sorry, one more thing, family, one more thing. I am so sorry my voice is gone. I have been to an amusement park with all kind of crazy rides 3 out of the last 4 days. So if my voice is a little raspy, it's because I like to talk shit on those rides. Real talk. I like to talk shit. But nonetheless, one more time, let's get to the man with all the AKAs, the originator of the AKAs, Beer Jedi. I'm ready to hear what you got for us.
Y'all know who it is, man. It's your man, Beer Jedi, a.k.a. the Black Alex P. Keaton, a.k.a. Shupak Shakur, a.k.a. the Boss Kick Ross, a.k.a. the Notorious KIX, a.k.a. the Fat Lace that runs the place, and you know the a.k.a. that matters the most, Jack Swagless. How you doing? What's good, people?
Man, oh man, the AKAs are just epic. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we got the originator of the AKA here, because real talk.
I can't say the originator.
I can't say originator. We get the best of it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to settle for, we get the best of it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say the originator, man. You know, a lot of cats do the AKA game. I like it. I just ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, oh man, what's new in your life? Have you been watching any of these NBA playoffs or anything like that?
No, so I cut the cord. So, I was trying to I did the sling thing. Didn't really like sling. I canceled that shit. Like, you get a full month. Mm-hmm. I canceled it after a week. Like, look, a lot of these streaming services are not black friendly. And I can't say it no plainer than that. They're not black friendly.
What does that mean, not black friendly?
It means I ain't got no Martin. I ain't got no, everybody hates Chris made it, but ain't no Martin. Ain't no Jamie Foxx show. Ain't no Good Times.
No Fresh Prince.
Ain't no Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff that I watch, I can't watch. And I only watch 5 or 6 shows. You know what I mean? So I cut Sling off. I got Hulu. I don't like Hulu either. So I've been missing a lot of shit, man.
That's sacrilegious in this house now. That's sacrilegious because Hulu, for me, helps me record The Empire. They just added HGTV. Hey, it may not look like it, but this black guy here watches HGTV.
When you married, like we had this discussion pre-show. When you married, your TV watching changes. There's certain things that you watch with your spouse that becomes regular shit, and that's really what marriage is. Marriage is routine. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can call it what you want to. Marriage is based on a lot of routine.
I can't lie though, man. There's something about House Hunters that I can't even blame it on marriage, man. There's something about House Hunters. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? It's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. What team early looking like in the chat? Are you in the chat right now? What team early looking like?
Yeah, we are swole tonight, bro. Jamie White's in the building.
All right.
V's Kicks is in the building. TJ Gledo, Ricardo Bonner, 804 King of Phones and Jays, Layback 809, Jermaine Manning. We got Crease Kicks in the building. Don Turner, Thomas McCargo, Warrior Blood, OG Kicks. I think that's everybody. Okay. I think that's everybody so far. Oh, Real World Kicks is in the building. Timber Stan is in the building. I'm trying to catch up to the replies because they already popped in. You know, Cadillac Jackson's in the building. Props to Cadillac, man. He helped me out with another shoe that I'll have for next week. Be able to show y'all. But yeah, man, we sold out in this building, and we still waiting on OG. OG's having some internet problems, so we're trying to get him up in here. So he'll be on the show usually. Oh, and we have curly haired weirdo 7-Eleven is in the building.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Team Raleigh is strong once again. We thank you. You know, I've been gone for a minute. You know, Beer Jedi, he's scared to make content. You know what I'm saying? So right now, this is what you're getting from us. But you know what I'm saying? Both of us is we're gonna put the fist up on making some good content for you guys to come pretty soon. But nonetheless, let's get started with there's OG.
OG's in the building.
There's OG in the building. Go ahead and tell them what's up. Tell them what's going on with you, OG.
He's getting adjusted. We got Absolute Styles in the building. Adore my 64. Curly hair weirdo is Lily Hilly. So they also roll through the building per usual. OG, can you hear it, sir?
OG, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What's going on with you this week, man? Introduce yourself, per se.
These gremlins are messing with my computer right now, so we're just trying to figure out what that ham sandwich is going on. But today was a good day.
Hey, you've had a good week, sir.
I don't know about a good week, but it was a good day. It was a real good day.
That's how you gonna play it.
That sounds like
if you know, you know.
That sounds like a great segue to sneaker pickups.
We'll get that worked out.
Until you get that worked out, let's get into sneaker pickups. Beer Jedi, did you have any sneaker pickups this week?
I did. So I actually had 2 pickups, which became 1 pickup. The 1 pickup that is already boxed up and sent back is the Jordan 1 red suedes. So I got those.
Slow down, wait a minute. Slow down. The 1 pickup that's already boxed up to send back.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what made you buy it, and then what made you hate it?
It's a red suede one. I figured that I like the 1 silhouette better than the Iverson silhouette. So I was like, cool. I got the red ones. I could keep these the questions on ice. I could rock out with these ones. And it was on sale. It was a little deal going on. So I shot my shot. Got them in the mail, opened the box. They didn't look special. Like that's a hype. Look, from my standpoint, that's a hype beats purchase. I saw it. The red was no more vibrant than my questions. There was glue everywhere, and the shoe lacked missing contrast on that shoe. It was nothing. So I literally took out 1 shoe, put it back in the box, put the cover back on it, and taped it back up, and it's gone.
Now,
it didn't even last 5 minutes.
When that blue one came out, because I was like, okay, this one looks like it's kind of cool. It's something different. It's all suede. Plus, I missed out on the blue 12s. Actually, I didn't really miss out. I slept on them. It was a sleep. Right. So the blue 12s, missed out on that. Let me get the ones. Finally got a chance to, see them in hand. I think we were out of town at the time. I think that was the exact time the Royal ones that came out that week. And I had them in hand. I was like, this suede feels like shit. This feels really hard. That's the first thing. I didn't notice too many glue issues on the one I had in my hand, but I just knew from the material, I was like, this feels like shit. So I figured the red one would feel that way as well. How did this suede feel to you on that particular sneaker?
It was very low. OG knows the actual term, but it was that low hair suede. I didn't have a lot of swishels. I wasn't very impressed with it. So, I mean, I don't want to act like I'm a material connoisseur, but based on the suedes that I have, based on my 12s that I have, based on those questions that I have, it wasn't special. And so I sent them hoes back.
That's what's up.
Now, the 1 pickup that I got that I'm keeping, I finally got them, bro. Finally got them. The All-Star ones.
Okay.
Finally got them. The big thing with these is that every time I went to get them, everybody wanted the up. And so I actually almost paid the up like Monday, like $220. And the dude's PayPal was fucked up, so I couldn't send him the payment. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. It is what it is. And then on Tuesday or Wednesday, I found an ad for those, and it was a one-time wear. These have been worn one time, both sets of laces, OG box. Look how clean. It's still clean.
Clean. And that's the type of clear bottom that's on that Paul George joint, to where it's like when you wear it, it won't automatically turn pissy yellow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do like about that, like kind of a chameleon type of bottom, correct?
Yeah. And I got those for retail.
Dope.
So, I mean, if you go from paying $220 to paying the $175, that's a $175 shipped. $175 shipped. I couldn't beat that.
That's what.
And I was shocked at how clean they were. So that was my 1 pickup.
That's dope.
Now my 1 collection is complete. I'm good. I don't need any more ones. I'm good.
Until the next one, right?
And week ones is the only one. The week ones got me, and I tried to get the wings. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I don't need any more ones.
Got you.
Nope, still the same, OG.
You still got a little feedback in the background, OG. It's a little bit for some reason. Let me show you my pickup for this week. Nothing too special, but the quality on here is simply just ridiculous. Jedi and OG, I sent you the picture. Y'all know exactly what it is already. So let me announce them to the world. Drum roll, please. Skidoosh. Woo! Joints right here. Little Reebok classic joints. But they're called I was sleeping on these. I actually seen these a long time ago at my local store at corporate. Try to bring them up close so you guys can see it. Sorry about my crappy connection. But they're called the Reebok Classic, and it's a collab with Garb Store, and it has different materials on the shoe. Like the back of it, like I was looking at them for the other day. I haven't put them up since I purchased them. The back of it got that straight butter suede on the bottom. The back, on the tab. Then right here, you got like a beach towel material. This is beach towel. You know what I mean? It's weird to me. The front, more like a wool type on the front. And then you got like some type of nylon material here. So it's different types of materials. Got suede here. You know what I'm saying? So got different materials on here. But Garb Store is the collab. Leather guts. You know what I'm saying? A little sleeper pair. I think I paid $25 for these bad boys. So a little sleeper pair, dead stock. Pick up off of eBay. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Hey, that's a nice pickup, man. Yeah. I mean, you've been doing some nice pickups lately. I mean, what's going on, man?
And I'm just like, okay. We'll get into that later on. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a little bit of something in the main course within this potluck that we got going on. OG, I think you're clear now.
Testing 1, 2.
Yes, we got the voice of the press.
There it is.
Bruh, I don't know what the hell is going on over here. What's going on, family?
They almost kicked us off the air without you, bro. They was like, if ain't no OG, ain't no show.
You know what? I don't even believe that. I appreciate the sentiment, but you know, I don't. One monkey don't stop the show, bro. Come on.
Can we say monkey when we talk about black people?
Yeah, that's racist.
Okay, well, you can call it what you want to. I'm old, and that's what my grandma used to say. One monkey don't stop the show. So get
your monkey ass in here. That's what I used to hear. Get your monkey ass in here.
Yeah, so OG just call me a nigga. I'm a fit.
If you got a problem with that, I'll give you the plot number and the address. Y'all can have the discussion.
Get your monkey ass in the house. I think my wife was the last one to say that. That's
one man don't stop the show. Is that better?
That works, man. That works.
Does that work?
Hey, what's up with the sneaker pickups this week, OG?
Oh, I didn't pick up anything. I had a completely dry week. Everything I shot for, I missed. So.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna sully up our show.
We can. What do you mean? How am I sullying? Sullying means
sully up our show with these lies and this man dancing.
You got something on the stool right behind us. I mean, come on, man. You bullshit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Wait a minute.
Just the hat. Okay.
Yes, that was my pickup.
Oh.
Okay. I got Dabs level pickups this week. So the Presto joints, and I hope you can see it because it's not switching on my computer. So I'm guessing you can see it as long as I'm talking.
Nice and clear.
Okay, cool. But these weren't the ones I really wanted. But actually, these shits right here are fire. People slept on this. This purple and teal combination is like, to me, it's really nice. And yeah, it does go with the hat. But the ones that I was really going for are, wow, I grabbed the wrong box. Hang on. Well, let me just go to the next one.
We have a lot of pickups.
Y'all know what it is.
Grab the wrong box.
I got Dab's favorite shoe ×2 this week. These are those Patrick Ewing, they call them the remix. And it's like a what the to me. Pretty much all suede with the exception of the toe box, which is kind of more like a nubuck. But if you watch the video, you know I said I thought the shoe was dope, but they need to talk to Saucony about talk to Saucony, sorry, about materials, because the suede is nice, In certain areas, it's a little bit nicer than others, but overall, I thought it could be a little bit better. It was a little disappointing, but I like the shoe. It's a dope shoe. I know it ain't for everybody, but what that is all of the shoes that they did in suede. That's like every colorway on that particular shoe, and I got 2 pair because they had a sale for Mother's Day and it was 33% off. So I got these. They call these a speed weave. And it kind of looks like actually like if you get one of those the denim type shoes, but it's actually like supposed to be some kind of fly knit-ish type of material.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can't go wrong without a gum. You can't go wrong with a gum bottom. So that's all good. I can't find the box. It's around here somewhere. I probably hid it from myself. But I got the white cement Prestos. I had to jump through a few hoops to try to get them shits, but and ended up having to pay $20 more than I should have. Somebody needs to tell me why these stores that have Nike accounts get the shoes and they can just make a decision that they want to change the price. So I ordered them from Concepts, and their price was $140 and the shoe was $120. And when I clicked on their link on Twitter, people were asking them, why are you selling it for $140 when it's supposed to be $120? And their response was, Nike said we had to, but every other boutique that was selling it for $120. So I don't know what shit they were on, but I'm not going to complain because nobody else had that shoe at that time. It was pretty much all sold out every place else. There was a couple overseas places. Cadillac had hit me too, but I had never ordered from them, so I just figure I just paid extra $20 because I don't know what they're going for on a resale, but I'm sure they're not going for $140, especially the white cement. So I did get those. If I can figure out where the box is, I will grab them before we finish. So that was it. That was my pickups.
So are you gonna save the other pick? I mean, I know you're traveling next week, but there's another shoe.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about the Grail shoe? But that was like really.
I wouldn't even see. That's how many you picked up. I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about the one that somebody outed you for in the chat already.
Oh, well, but I don't have it. I just got it. Okay, yeah. So I hit today. That's what I said earlier. Today was a good. I had one L, and I had one W.
On what?
Is that on a W and on the wing ones? So yeah, I'm sorry. That's how you do the W. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm old.
No gang affiliation. No gang affiliation.
That's exactly no. Yeah, well, I don't care if Nike listening. I got 2 accounts. So when I try, I shoot them both. But it's interesting. It seems like the one that I don't think is gonna hit, that's the same account that I hit the Dornbeckers on. So I don't know if they're got an algorithm or not, but I hit.
Jermaine Manning also hit. So props to you, Jermaine Manning, for hitting.
Absolutely.
Also, Kreese gave you a shout out for having those Cole Haans on deck.
Oh yeah. Those are, I had to do the boss move the last couple of days. Y'all know the deal. Still got to have some Nike under my feet.
For sure. We also need to do the Hump Day Heat. I want to jump in first only because I finally wore these and I'm proud of myself. I finally wore one of my pairs of the Royals.
Ooh, okay.
With the fat laces. I know they ain't everybody's thing, but nothing completes a pair of Dunks or Jordan 1s like a fat lace. So I finally wore these today.
Man, where do you get those fat laces from, Beard?
eBay, $3 a pair.
Okay, yeah, I need some of those. Those are dope.
So I finally got those on today. Felt good just rocking them out today. I didn't even do the extra coordination. Just the blue jeans, my Biggie Brooklyn shirt, and the Royals, and I felt good. So I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy with those on feet today.
Was it worth it?
Guardians of the Galaxy is great. I really personally feel like that is the best produced superhero movie. They have the comedy, they have the action, they have the intelligence. Like it's a really great. I hope they run that series forever.
Okay.
What about you, OG? What the Hump Day Heat looking like?
Come on, bro. I was in boss mode today, so I don't have them. They're upstairs, but I was in I think I described them on IG today as the caramel wings. It was basically my brown wing tips that have the Lunarlon soles. So it was the caramel wings with the sail white midsole. That was my hump day heat for today. You know, our boss is out last couple days, and I was the stand-in. So you know, you got to be ready to make sure if you got to go to meeting or do whatever. So I had no heat.
Well, my hump day heat for the day, pulled out. A shooter kind of matched out. I got dressed first and then went to the closet. Usually I don't do that. Usually I just throw in the shoe and throw something on. But I threw these on today, the Black 6 Chrome Lows, which was cool, but I fucked them up on the bottom. I don't know if I stepped the toe up or what. I don't know what the fuck that is. I had like I said, I went to an amusement park today, so my voice fucked up. But I don't know if I stepped in throw up or I don't know what the fuck that is. So I need to crap that out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's boo-boo, baby.
Oh my God, man, it's batter. You know what I'm saying? It's boot. It's just, you know, I don't know what it is, but it looks totally disgusting. So I got to clean that up. But yeah, that's what I rock today. Pretty comfortable too. Surprising. I was in them for about a couple hours. Usually they're not that comfortable, but they were okay today.
I got to give a shout out to OG because Cadillac Jackson said, OG, you had on I filed my taxes on time, Cole Haan.
Damn. Damn.
You know what I really want to say right now? I can't say, but Cadillac, check your Marco Polo later. I have some responses for you. I'm trying to keep it PG right now.
That's hilarious.
Thought that was a winner, man.
It was a winner, man. I got respect for it, but that still don't mean I ain't got a response.
That's funny.
I mean, you can put him out there because, I mean, last time I checked, I think he just bought some Cole Haans, didn't he?
Bruh, like real deep, 3-4 pairs deep. So you know, you must be reading the colorway off the box that you already bought.
I mean, he went got what was the colorway? It was ink.
It was ink something.
It was a sophisticated. It wasn't black or you know, red or brown. It was ink.
Ink spot velvet with a touch of lavender.
Say that with the panky up. With the panky up. But where we headed out, Dabs? Where we at?
Did we have anything else for appetizer? I got hump day heat and sneaker pickups. Is that pretty much it? Anybody got anything else? Anything else they seen in the news? Anything else? That little bits of a little tidbit? Any more LeVar Ball, whatever the fuck his name is? Got $3 billion is now the asking price for his big baller brand. Did you guys see that?
Oh no, I must have missed that one. But
yeah, I don't. Let's just get to the draft. Like I'm tired of him talking. Let's just get to the draft. He promised the teams are gonna make the playoffs and shit, which again is not a reach. Last time I checked, 8 teams from each conference make the playoffs, right?
Right.
Yes.
So you got to be really especially shitty to miss the playoffs in the NBA. So saying that the team that drafts him is gonna make it to the playoffs, it's like, it's not necessarily a reach. Who got the number 1 pick? The Celtics?
Celtics number 1. The Lakers number 2.
And who's number 3?
Philly.
He lied then, because he's in 3rd position right now. So if Philly drafts his ass, that's a promise he won't keep.
How's he? Who's in 2nd?
The Lakers.
I thought they had Ball 2nd, Markelle Fultz number 1. I think Josh Jackson number 3. That's what I thought, because they already was talking about trading D'Angelo Russell.
It may be. It's been a couple days since I looked at it. And the last time I looked at it, I know Fultz was number 1 because he's a DeMatha boy. He went to high school in this area, so you know people following him. And one of my coworkers' son went to school with him. So that's every time, you know, Marquez Fultz, he went to school with my son, and he gonna be number 1 in the draft. I hear that every day at lunch. I love you, Uncle Mike, but you need to talk about something else. And the last time I remember looking, I thought Ball was number 3, so maybe he slid up.
Yeah, his daddy keep talking about he want him to go to LA. He want him to go to LA. So, you know what I'm saying?
Which is the reason why he's not. LA ain't fucking with him. That man
I think LA gonna take him.
Yeah, I think they are too. It's too good. It's too perfect of a move for them not to. And
Okay.
Magic is the one running the show now. Magic won't ball, man.
If LA take him, then this guy got to be more serious than what we think he is, because they not only they want to take him, but they want to trade D'Angelo Russell, which, I mean, he hasn't shown he's great, but he's only 20 years old. He averaged 15, 4, and 4 this past season. So he's shown that he's an NBA ball player. He's proven, and plus he's only 2 years in. They want to just get rid of him already for this Lonzo Ball kid. So maybe this kid is going to be the shit. I don't know.
So you think the Celtics are going to say, hey, if y'all want to get Ball and get this #1 pick, y'all got to give us Russell?
No, I think that the Celtics will pass on Ball and take Fultz.
So then they don't need to trade Russell.
No, they won't trade. I said the Lakers want to just get rid of him if they take Ball.
Oh, yeah, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's super crazy. And then again, like the Celtics, if the Celtics take a point guard, which would be Fultz, they have Isaiah Thomas, they got Bradley. Why would they need another point guard? I don't understand it. I don't know. But kind of getting away from sneakers, let's get back into it with let's get to the main course. Just potluck this week. A couple of subtopics within the potluck. First thing we wanted to talk about was me. Just a little bit of well, I'm depressed, family. I'm depressed. I'm sure I've talked about it for the past few weeks or past couple weeks about this sneaker rut, sneaker depression that I'm in. I'm depressed. A big reason why I became even further, well, I would say number one reason I got depressed was just sneaker YouTube alone. From the beginning of coming to YouTube and seeing that everybody was, dick riding another name to get views and all that, and, whatever. Cool. Everybody selling their collection. All right, cool. That got me in the doldrums. And then the heartbreak came in for real. Whereas I myself claim to be the #1 fan of the Paul George silhouette.
And hype.
But fan.
No, I think the hype around the shoe. You was up on that too.
I myself was the #1 guy on that particular sneaker.
Give you that.
And something terrible happened. I think was it last weekend or this past weekend?
Last weekend.
And that Paul George EYBL came out. And I slept. I was like, I knew they came out that Saturday at 10 o'clock in New York. Thought that was it. So next thing you know, the shoe comes out on freaking the sneakers app. And of course, probably within minutes, they were gone. I had no idea. I was sleeping. It was crazy. The next day, I was so depressed. I was in my underwear in the living room floor in Indian style position, just thinking about this sneaker game and thinking about, damn, that's something I really want. Something that I will probably pay $200 to $300 on resale if it came to that, since I like that shoe like that. And I found out the resale was $500 to $600 for a $100 shoe. Higher. Did I mention I was in my underwear, sitting Indian style in my room?
Why you got to say that twice though? Why that part got to be mentioned twice?
Yeah, that's a visual I don't need right now.
This is part of the story. But I really just started thinking like, man, fuck these sneakers. That's why I really started thinking, like, because I was so upset that I did not get the shoe. Was something that I really wanted. I even contemplating driving in New York, but I couldn't even do that anyway because it wasn't first come, first serve. It was done on the reservation app. And this is probably the first time where I even fell back on what Beard Jedi's been fucking telling me for last couple of months, how Nike is just playing these games. They playing all these games. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here's a restock of this. Here's a restock of that. Boom, boom. It just give me the fucking shoe. That, to me, that's a shoe that if you would have produced them in great quantities, of course, the resale wouldn't be there, but you have a lot of happy customers. People want the shoe. People wanted the wings today. You know what I'm saying? it just seems like now it's like every other release it's games. People want the Don C's. I'll try to get the Don C's for my wife. You know what? Didn't work. That was going to be a Mother's Day gift, but of course it didn't work. My retailer today was like, no, we just not getting them in right now. Try back on Wednesday. What? Y'all hour and a half away. Y'all making me depressed. Y'all make the Nike releases ain't shit. The Jordan releases have been shit these last few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe the Pure Moneys were nice. I heard they had really nice leather. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not playing that retail game of paying $190 to $200 for a shoe when in 3 weeks I can get them for $50 off. It just makes no sense to me. That's every release that's came out that's been a GR. No way I'm paying that. So I'm in a rut. I'm depressed. I don't know what to do to get out of it. I don't know. What do you think, guys? You know, can y'all talk me off the ledge? What's going on?
The chat said, "Get your ass." Look, I'm just reading the chat. Chat said, "Get your ass back on YouTube. You long titty, no nipple having." Hey, that's what the chat said.
No nipple have. I got nipples. Shit. I got nipples.
My mama told me to tell you. Get your Everybody saying they feel you. Everybody saying they love this
damn draws in Debo's pigeon.
Adorma said this shit. They said they miss you, man. They like the passion and they feel you. Everybody feels the same way. And that's one of the things I said when they start doing that limited shit. It's like they picked the wrong shoe to limit. Like I don't think that limited shoes should be gone away with or done with. That's kind of the culture. Like that's part of how the game goes. But there's some shoes that you know that are home runs that just don't have to be limited. The wings, I guess if you call that limited for 19,000 pair, whatever it is, whatever. But those EYBLs, y'all didn't have to limit that, man. Everybody was going in on
But
that.
you know those shits are limited every year because they're only for the, just like those Kawhi 54s. You know, they do that special shoe for that league, and that's it. I mean, I'm not saying that I disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that you always know that EYBL is just not a dope shoe every year. Like last year, the shoes were trash.
Yeah, I think that's right. The biggest thing. Usually EYBLs are kind of crappy to me. Even some of the the K54s, besides the Air Jordan 2s, even some of them are like, whatever. But this right here was near and dear to me because I love the silhouette. First of all, this one had a suede strap, great quality, nice color on the insole. I was like, damn, man, this would be dope to have. There's something I've been looking for. They gave fake release dates on Sneaker Bar Detroit. They did this, they did that, they did the other. And then all of a sudden, I'm masked out. Was I sleeping on the release? Yeah, but I ain't never won from the Nike app anyway. So to be honest, I don't feel confident, even if I did say, okay, let me put in my draw and all that shit, that I would get a pair. I don't feel confident in the Nike app anyway. So, OG, what's your suggestions to get out of this funk?
Get your ass up off the sofa and get back in front of the damn camera.
But if I get back in front of the camera, that means I have to put pants on. I have to put pants on. I like being in my drawers.
Can we stop talking about dabs in his drawers?
Sorry.
Bruh, you just got to do it. What did you tell me about videos? Can we out that conversation, or just, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I want to say. I'm not going to say it, but remember what you told me?
Yes, I do.
That's you. Come on, man. I'm just trying to run the tape back to you. This is, especially for soul food, we've already established this is 33 1/3, and we've been running on 2/3 for a minute. We need that other third back so we could be running at full capacity. So even if you're not feeling for yourself, because you are your brother's keeper. Am I my brother's keeper?
D said I just need to film from the waist up.
Look, I don't care if you're in your Debo socks and your underwear and your Fruity Looms. Do the video.
And don't put on a romper.
and find your way back, man. You got to work through the funk. It's you in a shooter slump. Shooters don't, when they in the slump, they don't go sit on the bench. They shoot till the stroke come back.
It's just usually that shit don't affect me, man. And it's like, like I said, I've been copying like the runners and things like that. But it's like, damn, like there's some when I haven't swung out on something I really wanted in like a long ass time. It's been a long time since I put something in a raffle or something I really wanted and didn't get it. So maybe it's the spoiledness in me or something. I don't know, but and I think too, for me, the releases from Jordan, it's just been like, for me, so lackluster. I don't know what's going on with Jordan just coming out with that. I think the last fire can't miss pickup, and it was something that I still did not want, was that Royal One. That Royal One probably was the last can't miss pickup, and I still missed it because I didn't want them. So I don't know, like Beer, what's the last pickup besides the Royal One that was like, damn, I got to get that for you?
None.
Huh? No, I was just gonna say, the answer to that question for me would have been those Kyrie Samurais, and how I was looking for that, waiting for it. Remember we had talked about it. The shoes supposed to drop on Christmas, blah blah blah, and then blang, in the first quarter, something flashed across the screen, or they said something. They threw them up on the app. They was up there on 15 minutes, and they were gone. However, I proved the Jumpman Bostic adage, which is just sometimes you got to be patient. It's not the sneaker whatevers are not telling you, no. It's just a slow yes. So what? That was December, because it was the Christmas Day game.
Yeah.
And it took until February when I was, for the All-Star game, and I walk into Foot Locker and they right there. I went and got those shoes before I went and got all the other stuff that I was trying to get that day. So it may still come around for you. It may come around just like Beard with the All-Stars. He was contemplating doing the up and doing all those things, and never expected that somebody would probably sell a shoe for retail, for what he considered to almost be, DS
with the receipt
for all practical purposes. So it don't mean that it can't, but I do feel like, real talk, because we all family, I think, and this is something that you shared with me to help me really, really understand that, people invest when they sub to you and they're following you, and they're investing in you. And even when you don't feel like it, sometimes to respect that investment, because I know we all have had conversations and talked about how we respect the people that mess with us and how we feel a sense of responsibility for them. And if everybody gets to a place of burn, they got to take 5 minutes or whatever 5 minutes actually is in that situation. But you can't, if you do it for too long, it's almost now you're not being fair to the thing that you say that you really want to be fair to and deserves to be fair to. So if I could say anything, it would just be that at the end of the day, man, you're missed. Shoe Mama is missed. It's a void. It's people that, for whatever reasons, they were getting things from you guys that are even beyond sneakers.
I told him that too.
Seeing that example out there, and if that can't, if that is not enough pinprick to get you up, I don't know what else I can say. That'd be the only thing I could say. Real talk.
That's what's up. I'll take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's nothing that, like I told the chat before, it's nothing that I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to cancel the page like I did the last time, nothing like that. But it's just finding that motivation to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Damn, it's just finding that motivation. It's that next thing that's just going to catapult me into really might want to come out swinging again. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
sometimes you might have to have that video camera therapy. You might have to sit that joint right down in front of you and just start talking, and whatever comes up comes out. And that's the video for the day, because at the end of the day, you've done some things that haven't necessarily been about sneakers wholly, and they've been bangers.
We gonna figure it out for sure, though. We gonna figure it out. That was just my little bit of a rant, you know what I'm saying? A real talk. I was in my underwear, though. I can't even lie. I gotta tell you something.
God damn, man.
I'm in my underwear right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, look. Somebody send him some bell bottoms.
Hey, DJ, you in your underwear too?
Oh.
Okay, he cool. He's straight. You know what I'm saying? He's straight. You know
Gotta get down some pants. Next time you go to the outlet and they got that 30% off, get him some track pants or something. Or get him
man.
some pink biker shorts, something.
Hey man, I got some paper hazmat suits upstairs. I can ship you those joints.
Let's talk about that Nike draw system. The Nike draw system.
Before we get to that, can I mention one thing? Because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget it.
Sure.
Next week, y'all, is gonna be a super dope show. So if y'all don't know, I get a chance to go to London next week for SneakerCon. But I'm actually traveling on Wednesday, and because I'm traveling internationally, Soul Food is going internationally, and we're gonna have curly-headed weirdo, aka Lily Hilly, and Ali Vita on the show to talk about international kicks in the sneaker game internationally. So I just wanted to mention that just so we get it out there. Next week it's going to be an international meal. So y'all don't want to miss that. That's going to be really dope. I'll be waking up at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning on the next day to do the show. I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be kind of weird.
Man, you're going to be in the future.
Yeah, I'm really messing with my mind right now. It's like Wednesday night, but I'm like the Flash.
If you're in the future like that, just let me know if they come out with those Paul Georges or something. They're doing the restock. You might want to get back on the Nike app right now. You feel me?
I will tell you this. If I find Paul George's in London, I got you.
That's what's up.
I got you.
That's dope.
So now, where were we going? I apologize.
The Nike draw system. Which one of you guys were the ones that was it you, Beer Jet, that wanted to talk about the Nike draw system?
That would be the Professor Part 2 OG.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was just something that I threw in the potluck because we were, a lot of people have a discussion. Every time we do a draw, some people automatically, if you watch the IG and all that stuff, let me just go ahead and take my L. They already are anticipating taking an L. And I just wondered, would we rather not have a draw at all? Because like sometimes either if it's a shoe that's kind of funny, like how the wings were today, it either comes up in limited places. If you don't live in New York, Chicago, or LA, you don't get a chance. Or they do the draw. For me, of whatever options, the draw is the best one because that's the most amount of people have the chance. I live on the East Coast, but still getting to New York, it's 4.5 hours away in traffic. And, what do you have to do? And if you're not going with somebody, can you find some place to park? And just all the other logistics you have to do. I ain't taking a plane to Chicago. I can't drive to Chicago. Well, I can, but I ain't driving that far. Not damn sure. LA, you got to get on a plane. So, would you rather not have a draw at all for a limited shoot like that?
For me personally, I would prefer to have a draw. I do like the way Nike does it, and just because I can't really knock the draw since I haven't been successful, because it at least gives me, I feel, at least a shot, because I don't know if bots can affect the draw per se. You know what I mean? That's, to me, that would be like you put your name in the hat and it's up to Nike to choose. And like I think somebody I said in the chat that one person had 40 different accounts that they did with the draw and they didn't hit on one of them. I think that's the only thing that's a drawback to me, is that I only have one account. I'm not going to I don't got time to make a whole bunch of accounts and all that shit. I just don't want to do that goofy shit just for some shoes. You know what I'm saying? So people like that increase their chances like that. And I'm sure if that person had 40 entries, then there could be plenty of other motherfuckers with 40 entries. Anything could be manipulated. So on that aspect, I think the draw is pretty much just like anything else. It's going to be manipulated some way, somehow. But for me, it's probably the most ideal, but still, I'm very unsuccessful at the draw.
Yeah, I'd like to know how a person has 40 accounts, but hey, that's just the curiosity in me.
What would they do if all of them hit? Because you get charged.
You'd be broke as hell. You got to have 40 different credit card numbers. To me, it's just too much. shit
Wait,
to try
what?
to.
You can put one credit card on multiple accounts, right?
Not that I don't know. I when I did mine, it tried to cancel them out. So I have them on separate payment things, have same address, but just separate payment modes, the whole nine.
Now, me and my wife have one. We both have the same credit card, so it's definitely, you can use the same credit card for different accounts.
That's a lot of work, man. Like I said, if it hits, you got 40 accounts, and it hits shit. If it hit 20, if it hit 10, if it hit 10 on those wings today, you was out $2,000.
Yep.
Shit.
To me, that's
before you get taxed.
That's a good problem.
G4 Vision says that the accounts will get flagged after so many hits. The address, are you saying that, G4, or the credit card? Seemed like to me it would be one or the other but maybe you got to go into 40 different addresses. So.
And Cadillac asked too. He said, "Can you use PayPal for all of them?" Which once you link up PayPal, you can have your different cards and shit on there. I don't know. I just know like I'm not hustling that hard. Like I feel silly when I end up going to do tickets to do raffles and I hit up like more than one mall. I feel silly. I'm not saying anybody else should feel silly or not, but for me, I feel like you're doing the most for one pair of shoes, bro.
Chris Kick says that he can't use the app in Dubai. It's not available.
Well, everything else in the world is available in Dubai though. Like you can't sneaker complain to me in Dubai, bro. Y'all got the Jordan 23 store that has stays laced with heat. Stays laced with heat in that store.
True. Chris, hit me with a phone number too, bro. I'm still trying to get this package to you. I got family in Abu Dhabi, so they're just gonna try to shoot it across that way, but you know what that means. Hit me up.
The point at Real World Kicks. He said he only feels silly doing it when he don't hit. That is real truth. Because when I hit twice on the flu games, and it was two different malls, and I didn't feel silly then. So you're right about that. Now I do feel silly now that I don't have any flu games, but I digress.
No, when I do the ticket hunting, I don't feel too crazy because usually when I ticket hunt, I shop as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ticket hunting and I'm shopping. I'm looking for them steals. I'm looking for whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't feel too crazy with that. But it is. But then again, it's like the crazy thing about me is I don't have to do tickets, but I still do it because I got my person at Foot Locker. They pretty much call my name every time on something that I want. So I'm cool on that, but I still don't trust it. So I'll still go out to other malls and still do the ticket thing, which when I don't need to. But part of it too is just like just talking to people about sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what they got on sale, kind of getting the some of them they relate how many numbers of shoes they got in their stock, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just like talking about stuff like that too. That's part of it. So
yeah, I don't necessarily like the original question. Like I don't necessarily have a problem with the draw at all. I like the innovation of doing the draw. I don't really like the ones for like Foot Locker and Finish Line and Champs. That seems a little bit it seems like a work to me. We talked about that before in another episode where the more you check in, the more chances of a head start you get and all that shit. And I mean, I get it. You got your loyalty rewards. You want to reward the people that keep coming in, but shit. If the only one that's in Austin is 30 minutes away from me, I'm not going to be checking into that store often because it's 30 minutes away from me. I got a mall 5 minutes away.
Right.
So I got to go all the way out there to keep checking in just to get a chance to get a shoe that I want. That's kind of whack, man.
I just think and me personally, I don't like that. I think this shit should be just all by chance. Just because you fuck with a store like that, like all of a sudden online you get more of an opportunity. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like that's kind of unfair. Like, say there's somebody new to the sneaker game. It's like, what, you got to pay your dues or something to get a special sneaker? Is that how it really should be?
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're kind of doing that in the sneaker game. Depending on the shoe that you're trying to cop early, paying your dues will be buying fakes.
But I mean, don't you, when you build a relationship with people in the stores, aren't you doing the same thing?
Yeah, but I don't know if computer. I mean, that's more human. That's not no computer stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they're looking at it from a business standpoint. They're just looking at dollars and cents.
I just don't think a computer should dictate like, oh, this computer, this guy came to the store 5 times this week. I mean, with people to people interact, that's like, to me, it's almost like the Facebook thing versus human interaction. You know what I'm saying? Well, this person said happy birthday on my birthday on Facebook. Well, that's no better than a fucking phone call. That's still that human to human interaction. That's my opinion anyway. You know, if I'm talking to somebody in a store, we're developing something more than just, I checked in and this computer is tabulating all the calculations and
No, I wasn't speaking on that. I was just speaking on if you actually spending money. So I'm looking at if it tabulates, you know, like I think we were having a conversation one time, whereas like if you get the early where they have the shoes sometimes where they send you the early link or whatever, where you can buy it on Thursday instead of the Saturday drop. If you get the early reservation, that's what I was trying to think of.
Right.
If you consistently get an early reservation and you always buy, would you as a business person build an algorithm that says all the people that respond 100% of the time to an early release should get more early releases? Do you think that would be beneficial to your business?
To be honest with you, that Nike knows when they shit gonna sell out. So if they come out with that fire, with that heat,
but you didn't answer my question. Bro.
I said no.
No. Okay, so you don't think that'd be a smart business thing?
No, on some sneakers I don't, due to the fact that those shoes are going to sell out anyway. When they come out with an OVO 12, that bitch going to sell out regardless. I don't care if they sell it to somebody new or somebody old. You know what I'm saying? It's going to sell out. So what they're saying is just because you fuck with us more, you get more of a chance at the OVO 12, which I don't know if that's right or not. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't, I don't know, man. I don't want computers telling me, oh, well, you don't fuck with us, so you don't get OVO 12s. But you can take some of these punk ass Motorsport 4s. Yeah, don't tell me I have to buy a Motorsport 4 so I can get something dope. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me I got to buy bullshit so I can get something nice, something with some value. I don't know if that's right. And then it's a computer telling me that.
I mean, based on what we've seen, that's apparently what Nike's telling these mom and pop shops too. Like, you want a chance to get the Royals, you got to buy all these Team Jordan and Jumpmans and
absolutely they make them. That's part of their contract. It's not that they just telling them that, they make them do that. And if they don't move a certain amount, they have a possibility of losing, you know, their ability to get the hot shit. And some of the places never get it. Like my little spot around the corner that I was telling you guys about all the time. It's only been recently here that they've been getting some things, but they usually are getting the ones. They rarely get the ones that sell out real fast. They get the ones that Nike hopes should sell out, but they don't, and they sit, and that's what they get.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat, and Polo just posted up what I was saying. Foot Locker here awards people that spend more money in their stores. I've won every shoe that I wanted at Foot Locker since the app was created. So that's
he buy a shitload of shoes.
Right, and I get it. Yeah, I mean Polo J, he go in there by the shoes with the socks. Like you get the accessories pickup too. The fact that you get the accessories pickup, you probably by the time you hit the mall, they probably roll out the red carpet and shit. They got somebody to help you walk into the store, bag your bags and shit.
You know what,
like,
Veer? Polo should be the plug. I think based on all of that, we should just send him money, like, you know, so much money every week, and then, you know, just let it build up and let him just go. Can you do that, Polo? Can you be the plug for SoleFood SneakerTalk?
Hey, Polo, as long as you don't go the way of the scammers, as long as you don't disappear and remove your account on us.
Yeah, don't do a scoop on us, man. Come on. But can you do that?
Don't go Brody Trump on us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, aren't they the same person? Oops, did I say that?
I don't know, man. Hands off.
All right. Polo said he got us. Okay, good. Appreciate that, bro.
Polos, man. But it seems like the chat kind of gets it. They don't necessarily agree with how the draw system works and shit, but they understand it, and they just like, hey, it is what it is. It looks like most of the chat is hit or miss, which is what I expected.
So what about the other sneaker apps, though? So you wish those would go the way of the Dinosaur 2, Daz?
What other? Well, are you talking Adidas?
No, like the Foot Locker sneaker app.
I've never messed with the Foot Lockers. I barely know how that works. We don't have that in our area, so I barely know how.
I'm not talking about the reservations. I mean, you know, there's other things that you can do in the app, but okay, I got you.
Yeah, I don't have the. I literally do not have a Foot Locker app on my phone. So I don't know what other added bonuses besides getting a receipt that says, hey, there's $20 off your next purchase. That's the only benefit that I get from Foot Locker.
Yeah. So in the app, you get it on your phone, and you don't have to keep those pieces of paper. And it gives.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have it. I don't even have a Finish Line app. I mean, I have a account with Finish Line, but I don't have the app per se.
Yeah, and that's somebody just said it too. A small chance is better than no chance. When you see the people who are backdooring pairs, and we're seeing people, we've seen the stories of people allegedly buying early from mom and pop shops and then reselling them. Like the fact that I know that based on this app or based on Nike.com, basically for me, that I can get my reserve pair and win, it makes my day a little bit easier for certain shoes that I want. That's how I got the Jordan 12s that I just sent back. That's how I got the other pair of 12s. That's how I got my Royals. So, it's good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? You take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if I would always hit on the Nike app, then I wouldn't complain. So yeah, I wouldn't. I'm like, Nike, the sneakers app is the best thing since sliced bread. But I don't know. I mean, and I can say also, I don't know if have we ever ordered from Nike before?
No.
Did we get that Air Jordan 10 from Nike? Remember that Air Jordan, that Aaron's joint? Yeah, so we ordered one pair from Nike before. I think that was last year. So we messed with them a little bit, but you're not going to tell me that I got to keep paying retail for shoes that's going to sit in order to be in the running for some, OVOs that I might hit retail because by you doing that.
But
at the end, you're going to pay resale for the OVOs anyway if you keep overspending on shoes.
They are telling you that. You just don't have to like it. Obviously, you don't.
But
that is what they're telling you.
Or do it. You know what I mean? If down the road, like right now, I get the All-Star 6s for $120. They came out, they were $225. If you keep overspending on these GRs and all of a sudden when you did get you did get the Drake. Really, you did spend resale in the long run for that Drake if you're overspending for these GRs.
I will say though, if you're going to do a draw system or a raffle system, actually have the fucking pairs that I'm buying. I think it was I can't think of the name of it now. It was one of these shoe stores that starts with an S that always does online raffles and shit. I can't remember the name of it. But that's when I put in for those done from above 4s. They took my money. They said the order was confirmed. 7 days later, inventory didn't match. The same thing happened with Nike. The same thing has happened with Foot Action. If you're going to sell the pairs, have the fucking pairs. Don't take my money and then put me in limbo. We didn't take your money. It'll fall off. No, I can't spend it. So fuck what you're saying. It's gone. If you got 8 pair and you get 8 hits, that's when you should stop selling them. Don't tell me that we had an inventory error 5 days later and say we're going to go ahead and release the funds, and then I got to wait, another week because y'all fucking with my money. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I can agree with that 100. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
We ready to move to the next dish?
Signature kicks that should retro. Signature kicks that should retro. I'm going to say my first one, and I definitely have more than one, so we can continue the discussion if we'd like. But the number one shoe that I think should retro, that I don't think has ever retro, is a Jordan. Eddie Jones. I'm trying to find a picture real quick. Eddie Jones Air Jordan. It was a Jumpman brand shoe. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you guys. You guys should already know how it looks. So if you're a sneakerhead, you already know. To me, one of the nastiest shoes that has eluded me. I've never been able to grab this pair of sneakers. They were white, black, and purple. As I look for this shoe, Beer Jedi, is there what shoe do you think a signature kick that should retro?
So the reason that I wanted to get this on the potluck today is because I saw that they're redoing the Reebok Shack Attack for some reason. And what they're doing to it is they're bringing it back out, they're retroing it, but they're changing the colorways or they're changing the material. And I thought, what other shoes would be dope like that? So for me personally, I've always thought that the Larry Johnson, either the Aero Jams or he had 3 of them. The one that had the shroud over it with the React Juice was black suede with the aqua colors on it. I always thought that was a dope shoe. So for me, I would love to see them bring that back out with a nicer suede. You know what I'm saying? You could bring it out just like it was, to be completely honest. It's a Larry Johnson. It's the Grandmama commercials, which would be amazing right now. I think these kids would love it. I know that cats in my age range will probably be all over it, and it's just a dope shoe. So that's definitely one of the two that I picked out. The Green Hill Felines, Warrior Blood already said they already did a retro for those, and they did the retros, the ones that Tupac wore, those right there that had the blue triangle on them, the blue hill.
Ooh, I have to talk for them to show up. Okay, there you go.
They had those with the blue hill and the white bottom. They did those at Walters in, I believe it was the Chicago Walters, and those sat like, you know what I'm saying. The 9.5s, the 10s, the 11s. Those sold out fairly quickly, but those sat in Walters for months. So I don't know that those will be retro, at least not that particular style. I don't know if those will come back out. I love them. And I tried to get them, but somebody wanted a little bit extra money, and I couldn't do that one. But it's definitely a dope shoe. What about you, OG? I got another one, but that's the first one.
Keep going.
The other one I got, I feel like I should bring this one up. Y'all about to murder me for this one? I ain't gonna bring it up. Fuck that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. The
Wait. Come on, man.
All right, man. I'm just trying to live, man. I'm
Come
just trying
on.
to live. I'm already Jack Swagless. Let me live. All right.
Come on, you gonna live, bro. Just put it out there. It's family. No judge.
So you can pick almost any of these, the Matumbos.
Ooh.
So even this one, I haven't seen this one before, but I think that's a dope shoe. Here's my thing with the Matumbos, and I'm sure that the chat is killing me right now. The shoe itself, I don't think was a bad look. Personally, I don't think that those colorways was a bad look, but the technology on that shoe was horrible. It was heavy as hell. It was hot. It was cut very weird. The shoe itself was not a good shoe. But the look of the shoe, especially the white colorway or the black, red, and white colorway, I thought was dope as shit. And I feel like the Matumbos, I think they call it the Tri-Block or some shit like that, was dope. I would love to see them come back, but definitely in a remastered way with a lot lighter material, because that's a heavy-ass shoe.
Nobody killing you in the chat.
I appreciate it, man. They let me live for once.
Only person gets killed in the chat is over here.
Oh, come on, man.
It's all good. It'll say retro the Dada spinners.
Nope.
Nope, don't do that shit. I saw on the Dubs, Dubs, the car, the rims company, Dubs. They got a web page, Instagram page. They showed somebody's vehicle the other day with spinners. And I was like, they still doing that shit? People still rocking spinners? I mean, I guess if you can afford it, you can do what you want. But what else they got in here? Nike Flight Turbulence Pack, Damon Stoudemire. Stoudemire gets no respect. Stoudemire gets no respect. That's just one of my cats that I really enjoy playing the game.
What about any of those and one shoes?
Ooh.
Like the we were talking about the other day, the joints that Vince Carter wore in the slam dunk, that first slam dunk competition he was in.
Yeah, Cadillac Jackson. You know the name of that. You can put that in the chat because I forget what it's the Tai Chi. There we go. Breeze Kick said it. The and one Tai Chi. Okay,
that's a dope shoe.
The Tai Chi or the one that Dabs put up?
The Tai Chi.
The Tai Chi was dope. I don't understand why and1 didn't take off. Like it was primed to do better, but it fell just as sharply as it rose.
I think and1 only had one good shoe. That Tai Chi was the only good shoe that they had, in my opinion.
That's what the chat's saying. But why didn't it take off from that?
They didn't follow up with nothing. I don't think they followed up much from it. They came out with some shoes, and but I think even Lance Stevenson, I want to say he still wears the Tai Chi, but I don't think the follow up on them shoes wasn't nothing to me. I don't know. There was no follow up.
I got you.
Ill's gonna make me go grab my Starberries.
The Starberries, man. Cadillac Jackson said all the people that wore it fell off. Dab, say something so they can see that shoe real quick.
Oh yeah, this the Jumpman Pro Quick, man. Just to me, this is the best Jumpman ever come out, in my opinion. It's the one I never had, one that I want, and when they did I forget whatever Jumpman they came out with this year, that garbage one with the crappy leather and the crazy looking jump, man. I was praying and wishing that they would come out with these. This probably would have been 2 or 3 pairs being purchased. I just think this sneaker is super duper dope in my opinion. I love the colorway. And plus, I always like Eddie Jones as a ball player. I thought Eddie Jones was always a dope ball player as well. I hate it when he got he got kicked to the curb for Kobe, but it is what it is. Dope sneaker in my opinion.
Yeah, it does look like the Dub Zero Warrior Blood. So that leather looks soft as hell too.
Yeah, all the Jumpmans that came out originally had good leather. It had that tumbled, but it was tumbled and nice. It wasn't tumbled and plasticky like they coming out with now.
So I don't know if you was daring me, Illa Ills, or you thought that I was just lying, but just so you know.
When was the last time you wore those, OG?
That's a good question, bro.
Is that good quality leather?
No, not even leather.
It is not. It is, that faux pleather.
Okay.
Worse than pleather.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you got to keep the price down, so that was the thing.
But let me tell you something about that shoe. To me,
there you go. See, no, it's go ahead, Dad.
Shit.
To me, the Starbury is iconic because in my area where we at, if we was hooping, everybody had them on when they came out. It was like for a good year. They were the hottest thing smoking in my area. Everybody rocked Starburys, whether it was wearing them to school, whether it was hooping. A lot of people hooped in them. You know what I'm saying? And I hooped pretty hard in mine. They never tore apart at the sole, but that material would start to go after playing them, like because they're fake leather. You get so much bend in it will go, but the soles never went on me.
You were playing like you were playing in bare feet, man. Look at that. There's nothing there. That's the only thing between you and the ground, dog.
No, it's not.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it.
No, it's not.
That was when you were 12 years old, bro.
No,
that's it. What do you mean? This is a fucking shoe. What do you mean it's not? This is it. It's nothing else. It's no magic carpet in there, bro. Nothing.
That sticker right there. That part of sticker right there.
Damn, look at that. Look at it, man. Come on, bro. That's
the shoe is sticker.
No, it's not. Look at
I would
that.
like
Come
to
on,
say,
man. You're in denial, dog.
You're just looking at the outside. The inside of the tech is different. It has different tech on the inside. How about that?
OG, hold that insole up again.
Yes, sir.
That is the saddest fucking insole I've ever seen.
But I'm telling you though, we used to hoop so hard at them. They never tore up from the sole. And I did not think there was an ugly shoe. Do you think the Starburst is an ugly shoe?
No, I thought it was kind of swaggy. I mean, it was biting off 11s to me, but it was I've seen worse looking shoes.
Yeah,
I think
a whole lot worse.
I always thought they was dope. I used to love the Knicks color where they had a blue, white, and an orange pair. You know what I'm saying? And plus,
would
I
you
like
buy a pair now?
You said
would you buy a pair now?
Well, I would rock a pair now if I could find a pair in great condition. I would rock them. Hell yeah.
I think he's still selling them.
Not that pair. He's selling the ones that light up at the bottom now. That's what he's selling.
That should be our challenge next week.
What's
International show. We should go to a Payless or Walmart and find the dopest shoe you can find and copy it.
Well, let me tell you something about that. If you try to find some of those shoes at Payless, it's like $40, $50 now.
We could put a dollar limit on it.
Because I'm not paying $40 for no Payless shoes. I'm telling you that right now. I went to Payless one time. We was shopping for my grandmother, and I was surprised that they had $50 pumps there. I was like, what? $50? Payless? They have $50 pumps for grandma at Payless.
Wait. We way off the board. How we get the $50 pumps for grandma?
We talking about cheap sneakers, like the Starburys, the cheap sneakers. $50 pumps for grandma at Payless. So some of the stuff at Payless actually is not cheap.
I agree with that. I wish we had a Kmart. Kmart had some dope off-brand ass shoes. Ain't no Kmart in Austin though.
Yeah, you're right about the Kmart. Man, that shit is terrible.
Big Light 36 said Payless going out of business, y'all. So if you want to say Payless, you might be able to get some deals.
Oh, might be half off now.
I see nobody
be $25 with 20% off.
Nobody's taking that challenge though. Nobody wants to do the Payless challenge.
I'm with it. Just give me what's the number?
What's the number? What's the
$15. What's the number?
I ain't been to Payless in about 13 years, so I need to chat. Let us know what's the dollar amount. We're gonna do a Payless challenge. We're gonna go in there with the dollar amount, and we're gonna find the dopest sneaker that we can wear for Hump Day Heat next week.
And it's not.
And you gotta fucking wear them. You can't just wear them in the house.
Wait, time out. I am not rocking no fucking Payless shoes in London. Okay, so if we do it, it can't be for next week.
The week after. Okay, week after.
I'll be traveling.
Week after. So
2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So we got $30, $20, 35. TJ is giving us 35. 35 is. Can we do 35? I think 20 is too low.
I spent 25 on these, man. I spent 25 on these. I ain't know what hell spent 35 on no guy.
Dude, keep your receipt and wear it on the carpet. You know, Payless used to get the shoes back now. Don't get it twisted.
You got to wear them outside. You gotta run to somebody you know with them on.
Wait, okay. No, so let's expand this. It gotta be a whole fit. Payless shoes.
Okay, I'm
good with the fit. My fits already come from Payless. I'm straight with that. This is a Walmart T-shirt that costs $1, so I'm straight with the fit.
There you go. I was just gonna say, and Walmart the rest.
I'm too big to be buying clothes at Walmart.
I'm good with Walmart. Man. Me and Target are best friends. I love Target too.
Okay, all right. I take it back. Just the shoe.
Just the shoe. So can we do Target? Can we do Target if Payless don't work?
Well, Target gonna be more, but I mean, don't matter to me. Whatever the number is. What are we saying? Can you live with $30, Dabs, or you want to go? I know you want to be like 20 or 15 because I just know that's how you roll.
Well, I was just trying to find something on sale. I don't care. I'm in $30, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you,
$30, Payless or Target.
I gotta get some. What's the shit you put on the bottom of the shoe?
The shoe protector. I
gotta put the sole protectors on the bottom of them so I can return them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not returning them, man. I'm just gonna give them. It's enough homeless people here. I can give them to somebody that can use them.
Hey man,
just donate them.
Send them to me, and I'll send them to Kickstream United.
Yeah, I'll donate. I'll buy them and donate them. But so we got Walmart, we got Target, and Payless. That sound like a good 3.
Those are the 3. All right. And so we're gonna do it on the. Let's see. Let me look at the calendar. It's going to be. That'll be the last show of this month on the Wednesday the 31st.
31st.
Ugly, bro. Oh my god.
Look, hold up. And you got to post up a video, an on-foot video on the Soul Food channel.
Oh, that's.
I gotta do a video.
There's the rub.
You gotta do a video, an on-foot video, and post it to the Soul Food SneakerTalk channel.
Jesus Christ!
That's a challenge for your ass right there. That's a challenge for your ass.
Somebody had to walk me through the motions on how to do all that shit. But I'm
got you, bro. We got you. You got 2 weeks. You could be practicing by doing other videos.
I will not. We'll just post it up. We'll get it together. We'll post it up, and maybe it'll be one video. The Hump Day Heat. So we'll have to do this before. It'll have to be up before Wednesday.
But that's 2 Wednesdays. You got 2 weeks. It's the 31st, bro.
I know.
Go ahead.
I'm saying so the video is going to go up the day we do the show?
No, before, like the Monday before.
Okay. So that means when you come back from London, you got to take your ass to Walmart.
No, because I got a whole nother week.
But the video got to be up before the show.
Yeah, but the week before the 31st, which is I come back from London on the 29th. Yeah, you're right.
See? So you're going to have to come back and take your ass to Walmart?
Yeah, I might get my shit before I go.
All right, there it is, man. So that's what we're going to do.
I might try to hide it and take it through customs and wear them shits in front of Big Ben and then take them off real quick.
Hey, all I'm saying is nothing would vet you more than going to SneakerCon with some Payless shoes on.
Hey man, I might have to sit down on the ground in front of Big Ben and throw my feet up in the air like dabs. and DJ.
Oh shit!
Oh man, this is soul food therapy, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that was dope. So, do we have any more that we want to be retro? OG, did you give us a retro shoe?
No. For me, I would have. I would have said the same thing. You crying, man? You're making me laugh, beer.
Man, shit.
I would have said the Larry Johnsons, but I want to see, and I think actually Converse is starting to come around to some of these. The Pro Model Converse that used to have the really nice, like the Dr. J version. I'd like to see some of those come back, or like a newer iteration of that silhouette, because nobody in the game is really playing in them. So to me, but I think it would be a dope lifestyle shoe, you know. So you could just do a lot of kind of like some of what they're doing with the Chuck Taylor line. You know, they just had an Undefeated collab with Converse, and a couple more are coming down the pike. So, you know, something like that with the Pro Model with some really dope, you know, nice leathers and some nice, you know, gold attachments or something like that. You know, a premium shoe, but maybe not necessarily, you know, at that $300-400 price, but, you know, premium for Converse might be $200 or something like that. I think that would be dope. Or like a shoe like that, and then like maybe like a Bape collab or something like that. So you introducing that, you know, into the younger people through that, you know, Bape or Supreme or something like that. I think that would be kind of fire.
G4 Vision said that he would like to bring back the Latrell Sprewells.
Wow.
He a damn lie. He just wanted me to say that shit on the show. Odoma 64 said the Kevin Johnson Run and Slam Converse. I think we talked about that before. That was a dope shoe.
Right.
Who else got something? I know I saw somebody else say something too. I would like to see either the Air Darwins or those all red Air Maestros. Scottie Pippen's wore in the All-Star game. That's from Cadillac Jackson. Cadillac has a lot of information, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that, but this dude has some history. It's in the shoe game, y'all. Like, he names some shit sometimes. I'm like, how did you even know that? How do you even know that?
Yes, you are the professor, and he is the thesaurus. Absolutely.
And Don Turner said, can the family join in? And of course. So on the 31st, tag your picture, SF Hump Day Heat. And we'll go through and we'll see. We'll put it up on the show. We'll see what the hell y'all got popping.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all want to, you know, if this is a good idea, you let me know, OG. If y'all want to go ahead and donate the shoes instead of taking them back, since you're going to be doing on feet, and you want to donate it to the cause, we can send them to Kicks Dreams United, and we'll get all the information to you. And he can donate them. He's to Africa, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he does two things. Sometimes in the local area, they do ride-arounds during the week. There's a couple areas that he knows that are large homeless areas between Baltimore and the D.C. area, and he'll just do a ride-out, sometimes by himself, sometimes with his wife or with other people, and you know, just try to find folks that say, hey, you post up on the corner, and usually within 15 or 20 minutes, the word gets out and people start to come around, especially if you go back to a spot that, you know, that he's been to before. So people know him, they know, you know, that he's about real, and it's not a fake out or, you know, something like that. And for those of you that are in the DC Baltimore area, you know, definitely check him out. It's Kick Dreams United on IG, because he's always looking for people that want to do the ride out too. You know, it's just a, you know, a way to kind of, you know, do that. And I have not had an opportunity. Our schedules have not hit up for us to do a ride out together, but I definitely plan to do that. So what I will do, commit to doing to the family, if anybody, you know, in the area is interested, when I know I'm going to do it, if we're going to be in a certain place, you know, let you guys know so we can just, you know, kind of meet up as a family and do that. I think that'd be really dope.
That's dope.
So we got the finalized for the people asking questions. Tagging on the 31st, SF Hump Day Heat, $30 limit, Target, Walmart, or Payless.
Yep.
Trying to get some heat. I mean, if you want to go out there and get some weird shoes, that's on you. But remember, you posted the picture. It's on your page.
How about Sears and Kmart? Can we add Sears and Kmart to the equation?
Now, see, if you get Sears, now you're getting into.
Sears, you get some regular ass shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, they ain't got shit at Sears.
They got Reebok and shit in there. They got low end Reebok and shit in there.
So it can't be. Okay, can the shoe be from a major brand?
No.
No Reebok, no Adidas.
No. You can wear some Dadas, but
what about Skechers?
That okay. I don't know.
I don't think you're gonna find Skechers at Walmart or Target or at Payless.
Not for $30. Them Skechers be a little bit more than that, bro.
I might have to go to Kmart. I might have to add Kmart to the list. How about that? Because we got Kmart in our area still.
But if you catch them on sale, I guess you could get Skechers. But I don't know. What say you all in the chat? Is Skechers a okay brand, or is that considered to be a major brand and we can't fly?
I think name brand. They're saying fuck name brand. Ain't no name brand.
No name brand. So okay. So Spaldings or less.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Spaldings or less. Okay.
There you go. You got it.
Hopefully, I can walk in some place and find those Shaqs that look like them Jordan 4s, and I'll be in the house.
Winner.
Right with it. That's dope. That's dope.
Couple years ago, Kmart had some shoes that looked like Black Cements. It was either Black Cements.
I remember that. Complex did an article on those, correct?
Yep.
But then the dumbass burnt the shoe at the end of the challenge. Like he just fucking stupid. Fubu shoes, Fubu.
Yeah, Fubu is legit. If you can find them, go for it.
If you can find the Fubu. Now Fubu's are gonna be at Marshalls. I don't think they're gonna be at Target or Walmart or some shit. But Fubu would work.
What about Sean John?
Come on.
If you find Sean John at Walmart, Target,
I got another spot that sells Sean John for $20.
But that ain't Walmart, dog.
Okay.
No. Now you running the edges. The receipt has to say.
Damn, ain't gonna even participate.
Yeah. Walmart.
I'm trying to win.
And we'll let the chat decide who got the dopest Payless kicks, and or whatever, the dopest challenge kicks, and then we'll rock it out from there. What's the next video we got?
Let me just add this one last thing. If you guys if you do want to do a video, if you promise to keep your on foot under 90 seconds, if you email it to ogsneakers@gmail.com, I'll just make a compilation and we'll throw it up on the channel. It may not get up for that day because depending on what I got to do when I get back. I know I got to do my on foot video, but if you want to do a video, as long as it's 90 seconds or later, that's a minute and a half, 90 seconds or shorter, just email it to ogsneakers@gmail.com. And we just have some more fun with this. I'll put them all together.
And no Burlington Coat Factory, no Ross.
No, because you gotta have the receipt.
You gotta show the receipt. About to say that you gotta show the receipt.
In your on foot picture, you gotta show the receipt. So we gotta see that it says Payless or Walmart.
And so what I'll do, the fellas ain't even got to commit to this. For the person on the 31st, when we search the hashtag for SF Hump Day Heat, whoever the panel decides wins, I'll get you a gift card to Nike.
That's dope.
That's what I'm saying. We'll get you a
really
gift card. Yeah, that's not for you, sir. It's for the crowd. It's for Team Early who rock with us. So if y'all want to participate, 31st, hashtag SF Hump Day Heat. Put up your picture. We're going to pick the winner live on the show. I will mail you a gift card to at least copy a $30 purchase. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to try, for those who are interested in keeping the shoes or donating them, we're going to send those to OG or we'll send those to Kinks Dreams United, and that'll be a good cause that we donate for. You know what I'm saying? But wear the shoe. Don't take the picture of the shoe in the store and then return it and then think you're going to win, because I'm going to look at the carpet. Look at the carpet. On feet, on cement, or grass.
Family, real quick, we got a score update. Cleveland is whooping the Celtics ass by 20. Today is a good day.
Back.
Is a good day. Get in their ass, Cleveland. Number 4 is a nice little segue. That should have their signature kicks. Let me go first on this one because I kind of thought about this one real good, nice and good. My athlete that should have a signature kick would be Floyd Mayweather. And I know he's retired. I get it. But to me, he could sell premium casual shit to ballers, per se. It could be a real big baller brand where you have almost like, didn't Gucci do like this casual shoe maybe 5 years back or 6 years back that was super popular? People was wearing them, whatever. But I think it'd be some casual, different animal skins, premium suede, stuff like that, that just people can just go out and just stun in. You know, something dope, gold hits, silver, platinum hits, whatever. Something that costs like big baller brand type shoes, $500, $600, $700 for just somebody that just want to look G and casual. I think Floyd Mayweather would be a perfect guy to say, hey, let's get this fool a shoe.
Let me throw a curveball at you. Who's the non-athlete that you think should have a signature shoe?
Non-athlete. Ooh, I guess entertainer. I don't know. Denzel Washington. No, I'm just joking. Man, come back to me on that one. That's a huge curveball.
Sam Jackson.
I'm tired of these motherfucking laces on these motherfucking shoes.
Yes.
I tried to get the hype like that on the sneakers app.
Do I look like a bitch, son?
No. Ooh, it will have to be somebody young, of course. That's what it has to be. Ooh, that's tough because a lot of the more I'm thinking about different people that's younger and they already got fucking shoes like Future, Rihanna, Jay-Z has already had his own pair, but Beyonce maybe. I think Beyonce can come out with a shoe and it will float out there like crazy. I would say Beyonce.
Our chat ain't shit. Wesley Snipes, Eddie
Wesley
Murphy,
Snipes, damn.
Oprah,
Damn.
Cat Williams, OJ.
Hey, G4, OJ already had a shoe, dog. It was a spot built.
Damn, they said what? Wesley Snipes. What the hell?
Michael B. Jordan. That's a legit.
Michael B. Jordan. Hell no, I would not want that shoe. Hell no. Michael B. Jordan shoes? Ugh.
Hey, somebody would get it after Creed. Somebody would get it.
Oprah.
The Wayans. These
Anita Baker.
Beach Kick said Anita Baker on the show.
Yeah, she said
She said Anita Baker.
So you laughing, but she for real.
She dead ass about them Anita Baker 12s, bro.
I ain't mad, sis.
Shit.
I think for me, the athlete, this is one that was missed, and I think they can still do it and rock it out, and it'd be very simple. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson should have a high top black anything.
I mean, a piece of the shoe might be missing. You might bite a piece of the shoe off, man.
That'll be the tongue gonna be missing. The tag will have a bite mark out of it. But definitely some Mike Tysons. I do think that Jay-Z needs a second shot. Like the Jay-Z shoe was terrible. There's no reason why we can't get a better shoe. I think he would have a dope casual line too.
The Jay-Z, was it terrible or was it just hyped?
I think it was a little bit of both. Like it didn't have enough flash for a Jay-Z shoe.
I thought it was. I mean, me personally, I thought it was. I was just asking you. I thought it was butt ass ugly. To be honest, I did not like the Jay-Z shoe.
Okay, so I think Barack Obama should have his own sneaker.
Oh.
If they look like the ones he was gifted, no.
No,
Oh. Okay. Why should Barack Obama have his own shoe?
Because that's what I said. I think. Damn it! Why?
We all gave reasonings behind why we think our guy should get it. So
because he's a historic, iconic figure, and he was a ball player. Now,
okay.
Because it don't matter what the hell I say. You don't like it.
What athlete then?
We didn't say. Wait a minute. Wait.
No, there was two.
Come on, man. Come on.
There was two. There was two. There was two. There was an athlete and a non-athlete. Look at the chat. These niggas ain't shit. The I Miss You 11s for Aaron Hall.
Aaron Hall, damn.
The I Miss You 11s, bro.
Flavor Flavs.
The Martin Luther King Freedom Walkers. Now see.
Man.
See. OG, who's your athlete?
Ali. He had an Under Armour joint, but he didn't really get the love that he really should. And I think,
Rosa Parks.
Now you clowning me.
No, I didn't clown you. I said the Rosa Parks. You know what I'm saying?
Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence definitely don't need a shoe.
Hell nah.
He sit his ass down. That's what he need to do.
Kevin Hart got his own shoe before, before a lot of better.
But Kevin Hart works out. You know what I'm saying?
Dave Chappelle should have his own shoe.
Dave Chappelle should have had his own shoe when he was working out.
Get
I
off
watched,
those.
like, this has nothing to do with sneakers. Did y'all watch his 2 stand-ups?
Hell yeah, that was dope.
I wasn't impressed.
What? Ooh.
I wasn't impressed.
Second one was better than the first one. The second one
was better than the first one, but I wasn't impressed with either one.
Did you watch it, OG?
Martin Lawrence?
No, Chappelle.
No.
Chappelle's 2 stand-ups.
No.
On Netflix.
No, I didn't.
Let's ask the chat on that one. I thought they was fine. I mean, it's not the same Chappelle. Don't get me wrong. It's not OG from 01 or 02, wherever he came out with the San Francisco special. But man, I thought he was still on point. What y'all think, chat? What y'all think about that new Chappelle on Netflix?
And somebody else in the chat too was talking about Nas had some shoes. I think Nas did have a deal with Fila on some shit. I remember Nas having some shoes. Nas is definitely interesting for me, and that's that's a whole nother conversation. We start talking about hip hop like that, but
all white Daryl strawberries. That is good.
Oh,
that's like all white Dwight Goodens, boy.
Y'all are just clowning now.
It's a pack. It'll be a pack.
Coat, though.
Y'all are just clowning now.
That's most of the ball players from the 80s, boy.
I just
tell you, man. Cecil Fielders.
The nose candy pack.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Warrior Blood said, I saw the new Chappelle joint. He still got it. Big Light 46 said he was a little rusty. Don Turner said it was cool. Illa Ills, they were funny, but not killing me softly funny. And I agree with that. 804 said didn't see it. Absolute Style says on point. G4 Fishing, I thought it was dope. So a lot of people liked it. A lot of people liked it.
I'm definitely different. Like, and it's weird for me to watch comedy. I know this has nothing to do with sneakers, but we're just kind of flowing. I watch stand-ups differently. Like, I don't typically watch them and laugh hilariously. That doesn't happen often, but I usually watch to see how they develop their jokes and how they tell their stories. And so for me, this one just didn't have that to me. Like, neither one. The first one, he was way too occupied with some shit that shouldn't have mattered. The second one felt better, but it was still just like, nah.
I got something now. We did go away from top 5, but there ain't nothing wrong with saying top 3. What's your top 3 comedians?
Shit. Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. That third one, man. I feel like respect-wise, it should be somebody else. But for me personally, it's Jamie Foxx.
Wow. Okay. What about you, OG? Top 3 comedians. Too far left field.
Richard Pryor 3 times.
See, he was before my time, though. That's why I can't really give him the respect that he deserves. So for my time,
anybody that the two of you all are going to mention, Pryor comes out of their mouth.
Okay.
Right, no disrespect. We got you.
I'm going Chappelle, Cat Williams, and number 3 can change, but right now I go Said's last stand-up was actually pretty good. That was on Netflix, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty dope. So I had to go Chappelle, Cat, and Said, but that third can change.
Yeah.
Cat is crazy, though. Cat is crazy as hell, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, let's see. We got a few of these. You have to specify current or past. It's your list. You make the parameters. You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. That's from GN. Not bad there. Can't argue with that. Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, Kevin Hart. That's from G4 Vision.
If I got to give you 3, Richard, Eddie, and my third, the cat who died that had Bebe's kids. I can't think of his name.
Robin Harris. That would be my 3. Robin Harris was dope too. Robin Harris and Bernie Mac, to me, I wish we got to see more material.
That's true. That's true.
Because when Bernie came up and did Def Jam, I was like, holy shit. And then I didn't see Bernie again for 20 years. Like, all of a sudden he was on TV and I was like, who is this motherfucker? I remember him, but where he been? And he apparently was tearing up the circuit, but we didn't have social media and shit like that. Bernie Mac is dope though.
A lot of people didn't say Chris Rock. I didn't see with Chris Rock.
And Chris Rock is one of those, like I said, I think he should be up higher. I think he's a great mind, but he doesn't make me laugh. He's great at social commentary, but I don't typically laugh at a lot of Chris Rock shit. He's just an intelligent motherfucker. Earthquake, that's a good mention there. Corey Holcomb doesn't get mentioned. Corey Holcomb's fucking hilarious to me.
He's funny. I've seen him live twice, man. That dude is dope.
He's annoying.
He's fucking hilarious.
He's annoying.
He's funny, but he's just annoying.
Oh, see, we got to have a problem, bro. We got to have a problem.
We can have a problem. I mean, it's, you know, you like
Red Fox. Shout out to Adore My 64. Red Fox, Chappelle, and Robert Harris.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Wanda Sykes. We got a female mention. That's what's up, V's Kicks. Wanda Sykes is not bad either. I think
Amy Schumer. Now let me stop.
I was about to get mad. I was going to say, who the fuck said that? Sinbad gets slept on too.
Why we gonna have a problem? Because I said Corey Holcomb is annoying.
Hey man, I'm
that's
proud
my dude, man. I've been rocking with him for like 8 years now, man. That's
150 gold,
that's my
bruh.
dude, man.
So for me, when I say he's annoying, I get what he does, but I can only take it for so long. That's just me.
It's a show. It's entertainment.
I understand it, but I said, it's like you got one lane that you go in and you just drive it, and you drive it and you drive it, and I've never, and I don't, you know, admittedly, I don't know that I've ever watched one of his whole shows, so I can't say, but I would imagine he just drives that way the whole time. He doesn't never veer from what his main thing is, and I guess, you know, that's what you do. I'm not being critical, just for me.
I think with him, either you love him or you hate him. You know what I'm saying? Either you feel him or you don't.
I don't hate him. I like him. It's just the best word that I could think of was annoying, because at a certain point, I'm like, okay, can you do something different? Can't just for 5 minutes, can you do something different? Then you can come back to that, but can you do something different?
I think some of these niggas just naming people now. Some of y'all just naming people. Bill Bellamy.
Hell nah, no.
Stop it. Ricky Smiley, stop it.
Nah, but Rick, that casket sharp stand up that he did was actually kind of.
That shit was hilarious.
That
shit was hilarious. I give you that. Tommy Davidson.
Hell nah.
Tommy Davidson's great during skits and written shit. I don't really like his stand up like that.
Yeah, he's terrible to me.
Somebody said Bill Burr.
He's annoying.
That's a funny dude.
Bill Burr, I haven't seen him. I know he did. He wrote for Chappelle though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I had to warm up to Bill Burr.
The guy, I can't think of his name. I apologize to the chat. This is the only way I can describe it. He's a young white cat. He's married to a sister.
You talking about Gary Owen?
Yeah, I like him a lot too.
Yeah. I'm just giving my opinion. That's all. I'm sorry. You can give your opinion on something I say. I don't care. I mean,
Gary Owen is like me saying that
Mike Epps to me. He's in that Mike Epps kind of.
I think he's better than Mike Epps. No shade to Mike, but I think he's better.
I look Chris at Tucker type of lane to me. You know what I mean?
I just look at, you know, I like mine more rounded than in one corner, and the stuff that he talks about is real, and I think, you know, he catches people, and certain bits that he does, I just think are funny as shit. Like when he won't say the N-word and he has somebody from the audience come and says that, you know, some people are offended by that. I get it, you know, but, you know, I guess I believe he gets to pass because
that's easy.
He paid for the pass to the neighborhood. No, but it's still, yeah, you can say that it's easy, but if it was easy and easy to think of, somebody else would have done it before him, and they didn't.
No, I don't know. That's easy. That's low hanging fruit to me. He married to a black girl. That's easy for him to get off with that shit. He's from our area, though. He actually from this area.
Yeah, so you know him so well that you don't appreciate him. You're never a king in your own city.
Fuck that nigga.
G4 ain't shit. He taught some hamburger. Hamburger's still telling that joke now. 2017, he's still saying hamburger.
All right, let's get to the dessert. Let's get back.
Yeah, man. That was a nice little non-sneaker rant.
You know, it actually made me come out of my depression talking about some comedians. You know what I'm saying?
That was dope, man. TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland's a thief, allegedly.
Yeah, he's a joke thief. He's
also a thief, allegedly.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that. Didn't he steal like a credit card or some shit like that? Or
credit card, watches, allegedly.
I heard about the watches too. Yeah,
allegedly. That's all I'm saying. I would just like to point out nobody in the chat said Aries Spears. Dabs knows why I'm saying that.
Yeah, I know why you're saying. We can keep that. These shit. Actually, I think his impersonations are top shelf. I think he's probably the best in him and what's the one white dude that does John Madden so well?
Oh, Caliendo.
Caliendo is amazing. He is amazing to me. But Eric Spears is right there with him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're like neck and neck. Let's go to dessert. Dessert. Nike Zoom Flight 95. They're dropping their shoe with premium materials. Let's see if I can find a picture real quick. OG, I think that was your piece of dessert for this week. Tell us why it has your sweet tooth buzzing.
It's an odd shoe. First of all, everybody knows that. And to see what it looks like, with some really, really dope, or upgraded materials. I'm interested to see what it will look like. I may see them and just be like, oh hell no, that's not gonna work. But I just because they're odd, and I talking to Beard the other day, I said sometimes I have a situation where I will I like things that are weird or things that other people don't like, and they just interest me. I'm very interested to see what they look like and what they feel like, and in a weird kind of way. I think for a lifestyle, I'm not trying to get on the court with them, but it's just kind of dope.
Is this the one you're talking about that I got up now?
Okay, I thought I was sharing my screen, but I guess I wasn't. So yeah, that's it.
It's not a bad looking shoe.
That would be the one.
Beer Jedi, which one did you have? Was it the oh no, we were going to talk about the off-white pack. I think there was an Air Jordan 1 in there. There's also a Vapor Max that's included in that pack. I'm gonna show a picture of the Vapor Max shortly here. I got it pulled up. If my stupid computer doesn't stop acting up here. So got a picture of the Vapor Max and the off-white Air Jordan 1 collab that came out as well. It's coming out. What do y'all think about this off-white crap?
My only thing is that it looks like they're trying to make samples. Like these are like, so when you're making something, you usually got a little sample that you put out there, before production, so people can see it. And it looks like that's what they're doing with these. I don't know that that's what they're doing, but that's what it looks like to me. So it's a little weird. I feel like it's the hype machine is essentially what it boils down to. I think it's the hype. People are trying to cop them because of something that's different, but different don't always mean it's good. And that shit, when I saw the picture of the off-white ones, I thought it was a joke. Like, I was like, okay, this is bullshit, whatever. And then when I saw they actually came with all the printing and shit on there and the weird-ass green, and I was like, what the hell is that? Now, for some people, they think it's dope, and that's, rock what you like. But for me, hell no. Hell no.
Goodness gracious. All right, so I got a little bit of more dessert. I think these are the Vapor Fly 4%. Can you guys see that in there?
Yeah.
Okay, the Vapor Fly 4%. I think these are it. They were supposed to cost $275, and I think somebody just noted that they were going to cost $250. What do you guys think about this particular sneaker? I like them. I think they're totally dope. I've actually had almost a track style shoe like this, but they were pink and purple back in the day. And this is reminiscent of a pair that I used to have. They weren't quite built up like this. The sole was a lot lower. But what y'all think about these joints?
Ricardo Bonner has hit you out the gate. Trash, pass, trash from a Dormont 64.
Damn.
Overpriced. They not feeling these. Not bad, but pass. Next.
Yeah,
I'm kind of with G4. Just going back to the off-white, he was saying that they have issues with some of the collaborations because they don't know who some of the the brands are. Some of these people I never heard of, and it's like, why are you doing a collaboration, and why should I pay exorbitant price for some bullshit? To me, it's like, pissing on my head and telling me, it's raining or it's lemonade. I can't.
Damn, OG kicks him with the garbage truck juice.
Damn. All right, so let's get to the bill. We got a lot of shoes coming out this week. I think the number one Jordan this week is going to be the Air Jordan 13 Low Pure Platinum, which is pictured right here. Another 13 low, another 13 period. Is this something that's on the radar for you guys, or is this a definite pass?
Definite pass for me.
What about you, OG?
Nah, it's a pass.
Yeah, I can agree. I don't think it's a terrible looking sneaker. I just, there's so many other 13s that's coming out this year. This one definitely is not on the radar. We got a gold Air Jordan. I'm sorry, a gold Air Max 97 that's coming out this week.
I think it's a whole pack. So
it's a whole pack. So you got the Air Max Zeros. What else comes out in that pack?
Let me see if I can find that here.
I think that 97 comes out in gold too.
Yeah. Almost reminiscent of all the shoes that was in the silver pack, but I guess now they're coming out in gold.
Yeah. I mean, while OG is looking for the different shoes, it don't matter for me. It's all a pass. I ain't, I'm good. I don't really want a gold shoe.
I can agree.
So I'm good. I mean, if I would have got those gold sixes, that probably would have been the only one that I would have got just for special occasions. But a gold shoe, nah.
So
good.
It's a Air Max Zero, and actually these drop tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a gold Air Max Zero, a gold Air Max Plus, the Nike Air Max Jewel in gold. And I guess if you were a USC Trojan, you probably love all these shoes because they look like they're gold, kind of with red accents. It's a gold Air Max 95 and a gold Air Max 97 OG. All dropping tomorrow from 100 to 160.
And they're kind of limited, right? Like the gold 97s are kind of limited.
Yeah, where I'm looking, it doesn't say whether it's a QS or anything like that. But usually packs like this, I would agree, they are limited.
Yeah. Dabs, what you got up on the screen there?
Got this is 804. He's going to be the ones that's salivating, over this, over the bill right here. But metallic red foam posits. Are they supposed to drop? Is it Saturday or what's the actual release date on these? Friday. Metallic red. I think they look dope. Is this on the radar for you guys?
I don't need another red shoe, but those look really dope, so I'm considering it. I know my brother wants a pair, so if y'all, find a 10.5 or an 11 out there, y'all find it, if it ends up being a hard cop, let me know. If you try to do the retail, I ain't trying to pay the up for my brother. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But
no, for me, foams are always in that $230 price range, and I gotta really, and I'm not. I'm the next foam I'm waiting on is the eggplant, which is later on in the summer. I mean, it's a dope looking shoe. Don't get me wrong, but I agree.
804 said he ain't copping those. What?
Wow.
I thought that was against the law.
804, please explain yourself, sir.
Yes, please do. We about to pull your phone card.
G4 Vision said, "What's the deal with gold sneakers? I must be out of touch, but when did retro sneakers have to match your jewelry?"
That's funny.
I guess you rock your herringbone chain, you rock your gold 97s, walk around here looking like a trophy.
It says he telling you, OG, to get the wools.
Man, if you don't get off that, it's not a wool on no foams, bro. No wool on my phone.
I heard it was a tech fleece. Is it a tech fleece or is it wool?
I don't know. The pictures I've seen, it looks
material on the upper
to me, but
oh, okay, he's still getting them. I guess he was replying to something else, and he said that's a no. But yeah, I guess 804 the Kang is going to actually buy some foams and wear them. I've only seen him wear one pair of foams. I'm just saying, he's the king of J's. I don't know about this foams.
Well, maybe he gets them, but he doesn't wear them. There's such a high grail that they're in the tech fleece, wool. It's gray.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it would look good on the foam anyway. In my opinion. Damn it, man! I just seen a news story come about. Says huge all Jordan store coming to. Drum roll, please. What city do you guys think that's in the United States? Los Angeles.
Oh, is it?
They get. I guess they get more.
So, and we kind of did talk about this for real. I know the show's wrapping up, but they did the that Pokemon Go shit.
Yeah,
I guess they were kind of testing LA out to do this launch too.
Yeah,
I guess
was it for the Don C that the Arctic Orange Don C?
Yes.
Yep, which are releasing in men's sizes now.
So what do y'all think about that Pokemon Go Nike stuff? You know what I'm saying? It's just good, or it's just another hiccup that Nike's gonna have to deal with?
So we talked about it a lot on the Marco Polo app. We was talking to Caddy and OG, you know, we were chopping it up. And my thing is I saw stories where people were doing Pokemon Go and getting fucked up, either getting robbed, running into shit, going to areas they're not familiar with. And the difference to me is that when you go into a store, even when you're in a different area, you have the security of walking through the store, knowing that security's there. You kind of know where shit is. It's real easy to get familiar. But if you walking around looking at your phone trying to find a damn shoe and you don't know where you at, you're going to get got. And I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of the idea. I think there's other ways to do cool shit with sneakers, and having your head down on the phone looking for some shoes in the alley just don't seem like the cool thing to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about you, OG? You think it's I guess I give my take. I don't know if it really matters to me because Nike don't fuck with Cincinnati. You know what I mean? So if I'm going out of town or something like that, and maybe it's something that I can play with, that's fine. But you know, for me, I mean, Nike don't mess with us at all. So I don't think it's nothing I ever have to worry about. Maybe you guys, I mean, maybe Dallas will grab something, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, maybe, I mean, you in the DC area, that seems like there's a huge sneaker market over there. That could be something that you guys would see some love with something like that. But for me, it's just like, that's even like with the Foot Locker reservation thing. It's not coming here no time soon, thank God. But what do you think, OG? Do you think it's a good idea or what?
I'm ambivalent about it at best. I don't necessarily. I would hope. Let me just say it this way. You know, this is always my eternal optimism that Nike wouldn't send people in the middle of alleys and places looking for shoes, because then there's liability there for them. And if they'd be that stupid, then okay, they'd be that stupid. Having said that, I don't think it's for my vintage of a sneaker buyer. You know, that's more of a millennial, you know, kind of crossing that gaming thing, you know, but I don't see that it's going to be something that's going to be done, you know, in a lot of areas. Having said that, if it is, I think it's just another opportunity to, you know, to get a shoe. So, you know, just like we were talking earlier, you know, a little chance is better than no chance at all. So, yeah. But I get the safety, you know, thing, absolutely. But like I said, you know, like you go to sneaker cons, you've been like, you know, you would sneaker con in Cleveland, Dab. You saw all those young kids, you know, between say, you know, 10 and 16 or whatever, you know, they do that stuff. So to send them on a hunt for some shoes, they like, hell yeah.
No, absolute style. So from what I saw, he said they don't even have the shoes at the location. You have to go to the location to get them on the app. Exactly.
Yes. It unlocks it in the app, and then you just automatically buy it once your GPS has indicated that you got to the location. Yep.
We got Crease. Go ahead.
I was going to go to the chat just real quick. We're going to spend just our last few minutes with the chat. Give us ideas that you want to hear us talk about for topics. Right now, next 4 minutes, you can just shoot them off. We're going to take some notes. Give us some ideas on what you guys want to talk about. Again, maybe we can revisit that within the next couple of weeks. So what do you guys want us to talk about? Give us some ideas. What y'all want to hear us rant about? What's good?
Hey, Chris, peace out to you, man. I always appreciate you checking in. Let us know how the baby's doing, man. Look, I need a new baby picture on the IG. Let us know how baby Chris Kicks is doing.
And this is just a reminder for y'all before we sign out and we get y'all suggestions. Next week's show is going to be the international show. So if you have questions that you like answered, feel free to leave them on this video when it's done. Leave it in the comment section, or you can go to our Instagram, and post it up on the SoleFood Sneaker Talk Instagram. We will have guests, so if you have questions about international sneaker culture, next week will be the chance where you can get that answer.
Yep. Ali Vita and curly-haired widow, aka Lily Hilly.
So we get a guy's perspective and a woman's perspective on international
Absolutely.
sneaker culture, which is dope. Top 5 sneaker brands.
Oh, the sneakerhead clothes. Now we're not laughing at you. That was actually supposed to be a topic today, but we will revisit it. We will revisit that for sure.
5 worst shoes.
Y'all on some joke shit right now. I'm sorry. This is
The chat or us?
the chat.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
It's all good, man. It's karma. It's karma. It's coming together.
What do y'all think about the idea of doing a Q&A with the crew? You know what I'm saying? We could do a show and that'll be the meal where y'all ask the questions y'all want to ask us, and we might not answer your shit if you be like, what's your address? But, we could do a general Q&A if y'all want to know some more about, the crew, the Soli Trinity. We would love to answer those questions within reason, of course.
Yeah.
5 worst shoes. And they ain't even giving us suggestions here. Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
The sneaker game is changing for the new school. How will you join the wave or do you stick with your old school ways?
Damn.
All right, G4. Now, G4, sometimes when you throw out something like that, you get roped in to come and, make sure that it goes right.
That's true.
Pickup stories.
So when the phone rings, don't watch, don't look at the caller ID and keep moving.
Sneaker campfire. I like that. That's dope. Sneaker camp.
Oh,
Family, we
pickup story.
started down everything. V Kick says a Q&A would be cool. Absolute Style says when that channel comes.
God damn it, Absolute Style.
Oh, man. Yes. Get him.
I almost made it through the show. He give me every time. Every time. Damn.
Oh man, that's funny. That's definitely funny. 5 best.
Look at
5
that.
best shoes of all time. Family, this is hilarious because this is exactly what we was going to talk about today. That's crazy.
I know you're good, G4. We got you, baby.
Big Light 46, thanks for that. We gonna definitely come back to that for sure. For sure. We just didn't want to step on anybody's toes.
Yeah, I guess we need to go ahead and say it since we're talking about that, right? So we were gonna do we do our pre-shows on Sundays where we talk about the topics, we figure out what we're gonna do, and then we meet up just before the show, finalize everything, we get it popping. So Sunday we had talked about doing the top 5 shoot. We had actually a couple of top 5 categories. And then we saw our sister show, the Monday Midsole was doing a top 5 show, and we didn't want it to be like we were doing the same topic they were doing to give y'all the same thing for the same week. So we'll save that for another time. We'll let them rock it out like we know they're going to do on Monday, and we just switch it up. We call it audible. So you know what I'm saying? That's why we're laughing, is because we called an audible because we was like, shit, we don't want to do the same thing they're doing. Let them rock out. And here we are, y'all telling us that we should have just did the show. So that's dope. G4.
Yeah, G4 says Jedi, your IG is lit. Start the damn channel. Matter of fact, tomorrow on Jedi's IG, post, start the damn channel.
Jesus Christ.
Every day until he does it. That's what I need y'all to do, family. Start the damn channel.
Jesus Christ.
He is beard __ Jedi on IG.
Jesus Christ.
I need y'all to back me up on this now. Don't leave me hanging.
I'm leaving the show. 5 things you hate about sneaker shows. Why is everybody on 5?
They fucking with us. That's funny.
Sneaker shows.
Well, thank you,
Jamie. Thank you
guys for the input for sure. We're gonna go ahead and sign out now. It's about that time. I'll start. I'll let OG finish. Let Beer Jet, I get that middle, but just dabs. You know what I'm saying? Keep rocking with Soul Food Sneaker Talk. We have a tremendous amount of fun doing this, and this takes me to a whole nother spot, where I can just literally have fun with sneakers opposed to being frustrated by them at times. So, that's what this is therapy. You know what I'm saying? This is therapy for me. So thank you guys for kind of, rocking with me and trying to pull me out of the sneaker basement, the sneaker doldrums per se. So just appreciate you guys, and just keep rocking with us. We having fun with doing this. We appreciate the family members that just rock with us so strong. Thank you guys for sure. What you got, Beer Jedi?
Hey man, y'all know how I do it, man. It's your man Beer Jedi, aka the Black Alex B. Keaton, aka Shupak Shakur, aka the Boss Kick Ross, aka the Notorious KIX, aka Jack Swagless, and of course, aka the Fat Lace that runs the place. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Y'all are hilarious and y'all ain't shit all at the same time. And I love you for it, man. So we'll holler at y'all again next week. International show next week. OG, what you got for us?
I pack in my bags for London, family, and I take it each and every one. Are you with me? You know the deal. It is your boy, OG Sneakers, wishing all of you total sneaker family one love. Holla, we go.
AKA start the channel, AKA no YouTube channel.
This shit is terrible.
Start the damn channel, my son.
I'm gonna make the worst. It's gonna be the worst video ever. I'm gonna be all on the microphone like this, dropping shoes, horrible quality. Oh shit, Martin Luther King. Let me jot that down. Oh shit! Holy shit!
We out, guys.